What is happening, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So we're talking transfer news, and this time it's in regards to an outgoing player, a long-term serving member of the first team who's been at the club for over 10 years, and we've been drabbing on about this situation for a number of weeks and months now, but hopefully we've come to a conclusion in this matter. Even though I'm a big fan of Aaron Ramsey, very sad to see him go, but it looks like he's signed a deal with Juventus, and this is a 5-year deal that's worth £36 million. Of course, that's a lot of money for them to be paying out for a player of his age. Of course, he's 27, 28 years old, and they've really gone ahead and invested in the player. My own key question is, if a big club like Juve are noticing, or they notice someone like Aaron Ramsey is available on a free, of course, so that obviously plays a part in the wages that they're paying him. They've not paid a transfer fee for him. However, if teams like Juve are after someone like Aaron Ramsey, I don't know if he's going to be a starter there, or he's going to be a squad player, or he's going to be on the bench. We don't know as yet. But if teams like Juve are going in for someone like Aaron Ramsey from a club like Arsenal, why don't we prioritise those kind of players? They are clearly high value players, or he is clearly a high value players to other clubs. For them to go ahead and table an amount of £36 million, which is roughly about £7 million a season that he will be earning there. Why can't our club actually invest in a player like that and give him those wages that he was demanding? As you may all know, people that watch this channel on a regular basis, I'm a fan of Aaron Ramsey. I do believe the club should have just footed the bill, paid him what he wanted, and of course there wouldn't have been any transfer fees involved, etc. And it's absolutely abysmal. It really puzzles me, the fact that the club have let him go on a free transfer. A lot of teams wanted him. Of course, the likes of Bayern Munich were also interested in his services, so he's obviously opted to go to Juve, where he will be playing with world-class players as well at Juventus. The likes of Ronaldo are obviously there, Dybala, so there's a lot of players there really that he will be playing with that are considered world-class players. But why didn't we sign him? They obviously clearly see him as a player that's obviously at that ilk or at that level that they are looking for to bring into their team. But it looks like it's now been concluded. Apparently he's going to have his medical at some point this week, most likely on Sunday, and the deal should then be announced at some point within the coming week. But of course, it's now simply ironed out. There's no turning back. We're not going to see him staying at Arsenal. That option is obviously gone and sold. That boat's gone, and it's absolutely disappointing. And what concerns me as well is the club has obviously let Aaron Ramsey go. Are they going to bring in a replacement in the summer, or are they going to bring in a replacement now? Is that replacement going to be sufficient enough? Is that replacement going to go straight into the team? Is that replacement going to give us the same service that we received from Aaron Ramsey? Of course, we know that he had some few injury problems over the years, but he's been absolutely fantastic, scored a number of goals for us. I do believe he's one of our highest scoring midfielders, and of course he contributed heavily in the FA Cup wins that we did obviously achieve in the last few years. So he wasn't no slouch. He was a player that obviously clearly contributed within the squad, and he will solely be missed, in particular by myself. I was a huge fan of Aaron Ramsey. So my main concern, as mentioned, is the club going to go out and actually replace Aaron Ramsey with a sufficient player? If that is the case, what kind of player are they going to get? What wages are they going to pay? Does it make sense to let someone go like Aaron Ramsey, who knows the way of the club, what is expected at the club, etc.? And what age is this player going to be? If they're going to replace the player with someone who's 26, 27 years old, they might as well have paid the wages to Aaron Ramsey to keep him at the club. So it's going to be an interesting story to keep hold of and keep track of and see how it unfolds. But extremely disappointed by the fact that he's leaving. Of course, Unai Emery obviously has his reasons. Maybe Unai Emery wanted to keep hold of him. It was down to the board, obviously, who weren't willing to pay the wages. But again, it's an extremely disappointing situation that we find ourselves in. Year after year, we keep letting one of our key players go. And this has been consistent for a number of years now, where we're losing a key player or an important player to the squad at least every season or two. And it's becoming absolutely silly. We need to keep hold of certain players. Of course, Aaron Ramsey was someone I did believe that he could still do the job. But of course, the matter is done and dusted now. We will have to move on, of course, and we'll see how this one unfolds in terms of the replacements, when the deal will be announced, etc. And once the confirmation comes in, we'll certainly keep you guys updated. But as usual, guys, Please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.